Hello, I'm Llewellyn King, the host of White House Chronicle, which is coming right up. But first, a few thoughts of my own. Everybody is talking about Sarah Palin, and I didn't want to be left out. A friend of mine came to me and said, "Do you think she'll be the new Margaret Thatcher?" Nonsense. She is the new Joan of Arc. Look at Joan of Arc in the 15th century, during the 100 Years' War. The British, not the British, let me get that right. The English were all over France, and they had claim to the French throne. The French had a claimant, but he hadn't been, coronated, so he wasn't for real, the Dauphin. This peasant girl who could hardly read and write gathered together the French, gave them a sense of national identity which they had never had to that point in time, put some steel in the soul of the Dauphin, who was to be the king, got him to Reims, where he was inaugurated, became king, ended the British claim that there was no French king, therefore their king had to be the French king, and finally was captured and sadly was convicted by an ecclesiastical court, a religious court, primarily of French prelates, and was burned at the stake. About a generation later, the Roman Catholic Church said they had made a terrible mistake in doing this, calling her a witch, etc., and that they started making her a saint. It took 500 years. It wasn't until the turn of the 19th century that she actually was formally, turn of the 20th century that she was actually formally canonized. But it's a story about how a single woman gave new purpose to people. Well, it's sad that she was at the age of 19 burned at the stake, but here we have Sarah Palin, given the Republicans new purpose, a sense of themselves. Well, I don't want her burned at the stake, and we don't really want her to flame out, but there are comparisons. I have a wonderful show for you today with some of the most exciting and interesting people in national journalism. We'll be right back.